Hey, it's Kim Burke. Part of my research for this final project, kind of throughout this class, was to really get to know what the practice and protocols are in my district as far as assistive technology goes. I do work closely with this team for various reasons, and I have utilized our AT website many times, but I haven't really dug through it deeply. So I did take the opportunity as we were starting to, um, as we decided on our final projects, and I kind of changed my mind at what I was going to do. Our lead AT specialist kind of pushed me to do this on my own because she felt like I had talked through it with her enough where I could probably attempt that. So I'm appreciative of that and appreciative for taking the time to go through here. So I just wanted to do a quick screencastify to walk through it because it's pretty amazing. I'm pretty impressed with it. So this is the landing page for our AT team. Most of our departments have their own site for the district. On the top, on every single page on this site, these three links up here because they're pretty important. The top is the AT requests for support form. So that's a request that is populated from me to our team. If you need support with a tool that you would like them to come to you and teach you how to use it, or help you teach a student how to use it, or teach them and you can observe and learn yourself. Um, the second is a link to our district resource center. So these are all kind of district maps, programs available, whatever hard copies can be ordered that are available to every student in the district. And then this last one, the IRC Student Services, that stands for Instructional Resource Center for Student Services, are basically access to the interventions that we have for students. So that's pretty helpful. It's also linked into that other page, but here we have resources for literacy, math, and some digital resources for interventions. And this is our specialized DLM website that houses anything related to kids on alternate standards. We have curriculum maps, we have resources, we have professional learning. That's actually my baby, my website, and the work that I do with the committee. So it's pretty exciting. That's tied directly to our general education maps as well. So if you need to order something, if it's a physical material, there's a quick form here to do that, and it gets delivered to you, which is lovely. Then the site has this wonderful video introduction of kind of what AT is, how we help kids using assistive tech. It's really, really good. Here's the mission statement and mentions UDL and SET right here. And here are our team members. Currently, we have 4. Liz is PT background. Megan is our speech pathologist and the AAC specialist. Sandy is our lead. She is OT and has tons of background as well. And then Cindy is our support analyst. So she does kind of all the hardware and configurations. They are all wonderful, wonderful people. So on the left, we have our table of contents. It's so meaty, such a meaty website. Sandy just posted PDF reader moving to Orbit Doc, so there's directions on how to do that and latest news. Here are all of our teleconference platforms that we use and how to use them. Our lending agreement for when we have a device or tool that the district's providing and the parents are going to care for. That's our agreement with them that all parties need to sign. Our assessments and protocols, that's where we'll find UPAR, Boardmaker 7, our read alouds, AAC, documenting AT and the IEP, DT trainer, iGaze, FAQs, Chrome, PDFs, iPad, keyboarding. You can read on and on and on. Our district is phasing in lesson picks and we'll be phasing out Boardmaker. That's new to us. And here are a bunch of other tools, writing and voice typing, and resources from our hearing and vision itinerants and UDL switch users. So there are two things that I want to highlight here that I've utilized throughout my final project, and they are documenting AT and the IEP. So I love that any page you go to, it gives you the definition and it's brief. It's just the right amount of information and resources are linked in. Talks about assistive technology versus instructional technology. And then it actually gives you the hands-on instructions. So here are many resources for you, but this is a very handy one that I'm going to hopefully provide some professional learning on to my teams. So this is such a nice, handy tool for the teachers and specialists as they're writing IEPs, because that language that we want to use, we don't want to specify a tool. We want to talk more about the feature. So here's a chart that tells us kind of what to say. If you're using a Chromebook, you want to say access to word processor and examples of when you would use that. Very handy. Then the other part that I want to highlight on here is the SET framework in 203. So this is very handy too, because again, gives that description. And every tool that we have in the district, Sandy has created a document that looks exactly like this. It has the description on top. It has how to access for teachers and for students. So I can go in if it's like a speech to text tool, I can go in and see how I'm going to get there, and I can also go in and see how students are going to get there, because it's not always the same, especially with UPAR. That's a little bit different. So this is a great place to know how to do that. And also some professional learning links in here. She's got Joy Zabala's website and then a presentation from them. So this is a very cool, handy tool right here. Where we do have the categories laid out on top with bullet points describing, and then on the left are the Easy IEP pages with where you might put that different piece of SET, incorporate that into that page. So this is an amazing, amazing tool. Then our good model of UDL here. Here's an actual outline of kind of a test IEP student. And in blue, you will see where those pieces of SET are going to fall in here. So I apologize, I can't, it's a PDF, so I can't turn it. But that's another great tool as well. So those are some wonderful pieces of this website that, amongst others, that are very useful, especially useful in this project and helping me to learn a little bit more about how our district does go about doing AT assessments and evaluations. Another piece on here is AT Currents, which I think is the old Google Community. Perhaps, I don't know, but it's kind of a live blog. So you can be alerted when the team posts something new onto onto this page. So this is a great way to get some new information out there too. So all in all, I'm really happy I took the opportunity to go through here. It's not only been helpful for me to grow as a coach for our special ed teams for the district, but also in the practice of assistive technology.